Welcome back everyone, Toy Shiz here, and a very happy new year to you all. We're going to be kicking it off with something a little bit different. This is definitely going to be for the kiddos and also the adults who have said kiddos, because collectors, might find something interesting here, but for the most part, yes, this is very much for the younger Marvel fans. Now, what really caught my eye when I was in the toy section was these old-fashioned looking blister cards with Spider-Man all over it. Now, Spider-Man himself comes with some symbiote attachment pieces. How Toy Biz of them. Now, we have seen this throughout the years. Nothing's really changed after all this time, but these are a little bit different, thinking more outside the box, things of which I particularly like. And here's the barcode, and I will put applicable links down in the description below for those of you interested that want to pick these up for yourselves. Now, with Miles Morales here, he comes with a very lashery looking symbiote, very standoutish with the green. And what kid, and furthermore, what collector wouldn't want Venom? But Venom has these awesome bat wings a la King in Black. So that's pretty cool. But the big mamma jamma is going to be VenomSaurus Rex. And it's very interesting. I got lots of thoughts on this one, but you can't do a Venom versus video without a VenomSaurus Rex. So in the meantime, though, this is going to be an absolute blast. Sit back, relax, turn your brains off, because this is definitely going to be, like I said, for the kids. This is a look at the brand new Venom versus toy line, Spider-Man, Venom, Miles Morales, and VenomSaurus Rex. Here we go. All right, so now here's everything out of the packaging. And yes, what I absolutely love about, let's just say, the three main figures here is all the attachment pieces. That's totally a throwback. But there are some weird things, of course. Now, with the actual Spider-Man figure, very minimal points of articulation, 3 3/4 inch. You'll notice some things like the paints, for what paint there is. Yes, he is painted well. The spider symbol is very new Marvel, if anything. He even has some blue lenses in the eyes. That's a nice change. This doesn't really bother me, but the webbing is not painted. The head, the arms, the elbows will spin. That's cool. Nothing at the waist. And then you have the legs, which kick out. They will spin at the knee. And that's basically it in terms of the articulation. So let's say this. If I was a kid in the 90s, Toy Biz never existed, can I get this guy into actual Spider-Man poses? No, not really. And that's the unfortunate part. But that's not what these toys are going for, because with this cool armor, you've got a very symbioted Spider-Man, and I like that for what it is. Now, the armor, quote unquote, is very simplistic, but it does the job, and it's something that makes me go, wow, that's some fun toys right there. You can even remove the Venom piece if you want. It's kind of Agent Venom. He's got the big Venom tendrils, which he can hold on to. It clips around his wrist. The articulation is not really hindered unless you want to put the arms all the way up, but at this point, you're really going for this look anyways. All the symbiote goop is painted nicely for what paint there is. The white spider symbol, everything is just, wow, that's a fun, cool looking Spider-Man. And it's really going to be the same for Miles. Now, if you ask me, hey, draw the Miles Morales Spider-Man costume, I wouldn't be able to get it. I know that he is all in black, but he changes so often. Now he has yellow lenses, red around the eyes. He does have one cool looking spider symbol on the back, at least on this toy. He also has a thwipping hand, so that's a nice touch. But overall, it's just going to be the exact same figure as the actual Spider-Man, same articulation, nothing to really write home about. But the armor is very cool, and that's where you get the green lasher armor, and I like that. It really stands out, the green amidst the black of the costume. The long, wild whipping tongue is a nice touch. You have a white spider symbol for whatever reason. Again, the articulation is not hindered. It actually adds to the whole clip-on symbiote pieces. I like all the lasher parts in the back, and what's really cool, besides the spider symbol, is that you have suction cups. That, to me, is very much a 90s Toy Biz retro throwback. And for me, it really harkens back to the cooler days of classic Marvel toys, unlike the kind of junky stuff we do get. It is a mixture of both, I'll be quite honest with you, but these, for me at least, tend to fall into the more, oh, well, I think kids would have fun with this. It's monster armor And I would like to see more of this going on. So yes, Spider-Man to Miles, very, very cool. But Venom, methinks, is the one that every kid's gonna want out of these three. So you have Venom, very Venom looking, very new Venom in the modern comics. The spider symbol really does look more like a crab than anything. I know they're kind of going for a little something different, but that's what I see. You have the really cool red tongue. You can move that around, play with it if you'd like. He has a very metallic blue to the costume. He's got all the symbiote goo going wild up on his shoulders. Overall, it's got a nice sculpt to it, except for that giant hole in the back, but that's for the wing backpack. It's Venom, but again, it's not the Venom that I know and love. He even has the monster Venom feet going on. Articulation is pretty much going to be the same. The arms, the elbows, nothing at the waist, kicks out knees, and you got peg holes on the bottom. Plenty of head articulation. So yes, out of the three, the one that can kind of do the most character-appropriate stances would be this Venom, unlike the Spider-Man. And with the backpack piece, it's all done in that metallic blue as well. The wings are removable. It has a nice sculpt to it. They're very interesting. It'll definitely be a wow factor for the kiddos. It clips onto Venom's back, and voila, you have a very much retro throwback to the old Toy Biz days of when they mashed up Venom and Morbius for their arachnophobia line. Overall, it's cool, it's interesting, it puts a different spin on Venom. Can't honestly say it's awesome in the sense of, yay, what they're doing to Venom these days, but it makes for a cool toy. Now, the big mamma jamma, after all the Spider-Mans and all the Venoms, you need a very venomized Tyrannosaurus Rex in the form of VenomSaurus Rex. And I wish that I could go, this is amazing, go out and buy it, oh my god. No, this is bad, this is terrible overall. There are some nice things to it, but for a $30 toy, no, this is not a toy that kids are going to enjoy throwing around, destroying, none of that. I like the webbing on the top, that's cool. The paint that he has is nice. The tongue is a lot of fun. That's probably the best aspect of this figure, but it's a very old Jurassic Park mold. When Hasbro had the Jurassic Park license, they've added some parts and pieces, very minimal, and I mean minimal articulation. And that's where when I want to say, hey, it's 30 bucks, parents, go and buy that for your kid. Absolutely not. There's a button on the top right there, and that'll move the jaw open and close it like he's chomping down on Spider-Man. The other side that you don't see has lots of screw holes in it, the barely well-painted spider symbol on the chest. The legs are a bit misshapen inwards, and you can get him standing up. The tail will definitely help that, but it's not very naturalistic, and that's really it in terms of posing. So no, I would say this one be a total pass. It's definitely a pickup on a sale for your kids if you like them, because Hasbro, what are you thinking? 30 bucks for this? Now, I do like that you could put the characters in the tongue and get the jaw chomping. No one's discrediting you on that one, but for the price point, it is insane. Totally takes away for the fun. This is not going to sell. It's going to knock down all the other figures. Buy those for the kids. The VenomSaurus Rex, definitely wait. What's a nice touch between these characters, though, for the single figures, that you can swap the armor at your leisure. So I do like that. That's going to be fun. So I definitely do like that. That's a nice play feature for the kiddos. And then if you have other characters in the Epic Heroes line, you can mix and match as well. The difference of heights between what you get now and what you did with the Toy Biz days. Toy Biz was at the 5-inch mark. These are again at 3 3/4 inch. No, the symbiote parts and pieces are not really going to work. If anything, sure, you might be able to find some characters it might work with, but for the most part, no. And that's going to go double for you Marvel Legends collectors out there who are thinking, oh, I bet I could do this and this. No, way too teeny tiny. It's not going to work. Everything is very minimal for these minimized figures. So no, just totally take out that idea. But what about the VenomSaurus Rex, you ask, especially with the Old Man Logan storyline? Well, let's say this. If you really want it for the $30 price point, in the background of your displays, yeah, kind of, not really. I wouldn't say no. It's not the appropriate size. This thing should be double the size. And I think that if they made it for the Marvel Legends line, it may sell. A lot of people out there would be like, oh, I'm gonna wait for Ross. But yeah, it's just not gonna work for the Marvel Legends either. So that's gonna wrap it up for my quick look at the brand new Walmart exclusive Venom Versus action figure line featuring VenomSaurus Rex, Spider-Man Miles Morales, and a very bat-winged Venom. Overall, I like the 3 figures. That very much harkens back to the 90s, the good old days of Marvel toys with the clip-on functions and features. Totally dig that. The price point that the VenomSaurus Rex is at, total pass. Do not get it until it goes on clearance because it's just not going to be worth your time. The kids are going to play with it for about 2 seconds and go, what else you got? So, you've heard my thoughts, and now I'm curious to know yours. Comment below, let me know. Let's talk everything Venom Versus. And I'm going to leave you guys with that. As always, drink some great coffee, eat some great food, but most important, remember, more of this, Hasbro. More in the single figures. Drop the prices for these quote-unquote deluxe figures, and you just might have a new Marvelized hit on your hands. And when you do, let me know what you found. I'll talk to you guys soon. Adios.